So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll run with Sermon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Okay, ready? Grab the Lions. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready?
Now back to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On play action, Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after 1 play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Oh, look at the juke. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Jones trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And Pascal's got it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They give the Sermon out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Hurts. Forced out to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a touchdown.
Devontae Smith from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Rodgers now on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's a Packers touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun, and he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He got 29 yards that time. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And this is caught by Watkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Hurts. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Cut back team.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, the 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Hurts will throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And they will take a knee here. The last two plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And that